Now that the holidays are almost over, it's time for us to have that conversation because some of y'all seem to believe that that's always going to be your family. That's always going to be your cousin. That's always going to be your brother. Y'all seem to think that stuff work on everybody, and it don't. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. So what's going on, y'all? We all have come back or on our way back homes from visiting family for Thanksgiving, for Christmas. I know, girl, Thanksgiving was in November. We got Christmas. Some folks are probably still at home for New Year's or whatever. But there was this conversation I had a little situation that made me think about some stuff. And it made me think about how people cling on to that's always going to be your family. And in my generation, we are just not interested in that. And me specifically. So I have an interesting family. Some of my family members have done some really trash stuff to me, and I don't necessarily hold on to grudges, but I just see you, and I understand how I need to deal with you. And there was a situation that happened Christmas Day. Yes, it was a situation that happened Christmas Day that I just didn't want to be in this space around people that have caused me harm. I just didn't want to be in that space. And my father called me the next day. He was talking about, he said, well, this is always going to be your family. And I tweeted, and I was like, that don't work on me. I said, that don't mean anything. And I then started to think about how many times I have dealt with family members who have treated me like trash. And I am supposed to respect them because they are, quote unquote, my blood relatives. But some of these people are the ones who have caused me the most harm. Now, some people can interject and say, well, these are the folks you have more proximity to, so you probably are going to deal with more trash with them. It's the same thing as folks talk about black folks have caused me the most, they've been the most homophobic and stuff. But it's mainly because you're in proximity with black folks. So that's what it is. I want to talk about how a lot of us are shifting, especially after I posted this tweet. I posted this tweet and it went semi-viral. So I posted that, that's still your family shit doesn't work on me. And a lot of people responded to it. It had 3.2 million impressions. And a lot of people were quoting it and engaging with it and were sharing stories of why they don't, mess with family members or whatever. It was kind of like a lot of people it was a lot of different people. Like a couple of different type of folks with different backgrounds engaging in this tweet. And I said, I'm gonna talk about it. I think that we are moving in a place, especially for queer folks like me, that this being my mother and father does not mean anything. This being my brother, sister doesn't mean anything. This being my cousins, auntie, uncle doesn't mean anything. It's all about the relationship that we have, the love that you show me. Because if the love is not genuine and you don't care about me, I should not be upholded to being cool with you just because of you being my sister, brother, cousin, uncle, aunties and stuff. It just doesn't work on me. It just doesn't. And I've been kind of let that go, and not because of my immediate family, mother and father, brother and stuff have done anything, just from outside. Like, I would consider myself the black sheep. And being queer and having this identity, I've been out roughly when I was the age of 15 or 16 or whatever. I was, already doing some stuff. People were saying why he don't have no girlfriend. It was all types of stuff. Even some of my cousins have said some homophobic stuff about me. I've had uncles call me the F word to my mama, directly to her. I had folks making jokes about, a cousin joking about the only reason my mother and father have taken on these kids is because they will never have no grandkids. These are the folks that are coming to my parents' home. These are the people that was at the house around that time, folks who have done trash stuff. And I don't want to be around them. And I don't give a damn if they are my cousin. I don't give a damn if they have kids. I just don't care. I want to be around people who have showing genuine love for me. I'm not longer subscribing to the status that, that's your mama, you need to always, no, I don't need to do ish. If my mom is not showing me love and my mother's not uplifting me, if she's not, being providing a good space for us to be in, I don't want to be around that. We talk about toxic people, we talk about negative spirits, but we don't talk about staying in these environments because these folks are our family members. And I don't understand why. Prime example, I was talking to one of my ex-boyfriends, and I'm not gonna say his relationship with his parents are toxic, but his parents did not want him to bring his boyfriend over for the holidays, but had no problem with the sister bringing their fiance or husband and spending the night. Now, their spending the night stuff is whatever. Folks, oh, you gotta be married, gotta be there. All that shit is archaic, kill it, burn it, trash. But people use that, and even one of my other friends was talking about the fact that their mother or husband did not want them to bring their boyfriend over because they just don't agree with that. I'm no longer pressed about it. I think I'm over that. Me and my mother bumped heads real bad last year, where she said some stuff that was disrespectful, and I had let her slide on some of the stuff when it comes to me being queer. And I was just like, you know what, I'm kind of tired of like you doing this. Like, I'm no longer going to be allowing you to treat me like this. I'm not going to be hiding who I am to make you feel comfortable. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm a grown ass man. And then parents, let me tell y'all what parents do. Parents will do this financial thing where you depend on me, so you got to respect me. And then when these children become efficient and can survive without you, you wonder why they want to come to your house no more. Now, I'm not talking about me and my folks, because I love going back. I actually want to go back for my mother's birthday if the coins allow it. So I'm talking about situations and stuff. And sometimes I don't want to go back home in the past because of things like that. I'm not going to be out here not talking about me being in a relationship with a guy or these things because you don't believe in it. Nobody gives a damn about what you believe in. And y'all do these things, y'all hold on to this book, and this is the word, but you are ready to dismiss your children for this book, for this belief. It's trash. It's trash. And when your kids cut you off and they don't want to come home, you pressed about it. Nobody wants to be in that space. They no longer want to be around you. You cannot be holding, and that's even in relationships too. You can't be holding on to that on people. That is toxic and that is garbage. I need to be around you because I love being around you. I want to be around you because you make me feel good. I don't need to be around you because you my uncle. I don't need to be around you because you my auntie. I don't need to be around you because you my grandmama. I need to feel that in your space, in our space together, that I feel happy being around you. And if I don't have to be in that space. I don't have to be in this space. You can't be doing stuff and then folks saying, oh, well, girl, at the end of the day, that's your grandma. I don't give a damn. I don't. And it's the same thing with elders too. I am no longer subscribing to that belief. And I encourage a lot of other people to follow it too, because it seems like a lot of people are already there. Like, we have been through so much. I have been through a lot, which like tempering my queerness down to make everybody feel comfortable, not talking about this and that to make everybody feel comfortable. I'm a grown ass man. You've been talking about you ain't grown until you got your own, you ain't grown until you got your own. Now that I got my own, guess what? I don't want to be around you. Oh, since they got them or such, they don't hang around with us no more because you were holding on to that. And that was the only reason, that's the only thing that you had something over them, you had some power over them. And now that power is no longer there, you don't know how to react. You don't know how to react. So no longer will I be subscribed, and I haven't subscribed to that in a long time. And I had to tell my father that. I said, I don't care who it is. Until these people apologize to me, I just don't have nothing to say. And I just don't. I don't have to respect this auntie. You've said all these other things about me, been disrespectful. Why do I need to be respectful to you? Why do I need to? For what? Who said that? Who came up with these rules? That is the thing that I am on now. Who came up with these rules that I have to do these things? What benefit of me to be in a space that is causing me harm? Stop placing this unnecessary thing on family members that you automatically assume that they're going to treat you right and be good to you because they're family. If that was the case, if they were truly family, quote unquote family, they would be doing right by you just because. And I need family members to do a better job of just listening. Not listening to respond, but listening to understand. I think a lot of these things can be if we just listen. Just listen for a second. And you have got to stop holding on to just because these folks are your kids, or that you have to have a relationship with them just because they are your kids. Your kids should love you because you make them feel loved. And if it's a situation where you loving on your kids and they still don't feel it, then that's something they need to deal with. Maybe you don't need to assume that they're gonna automatically love you too. That's a lot to think about. It's a lot. Trust me, it's a lot, but we place unnecessary expectations on people and then we get hurt when the expectations are not met. I don't want to do that anymore. I've had family do me wrong and I thought that they were not going to because they were my family. And I've learned otherwise. So I'm no longer interested in putting expectations on family members to treat me like quote unquote family when it doesn't work like that. I have learned to build my own family. And a lot of queer people can relate to that because they have been kicked out, ostracized by family members because they didn't believe in them and their quote unquote lifestyle. And now these folks have built their own lives and built their own things. It's the same thing with me. I'm no longer, I wasn't put out, but I was put out in a different type of way. To the point that you didn't want me to be in your space. And now you want me to give you respect when you never gave me that respect. And it's just not gonna happen. Not on my watch. But that's all I got. Let me know how y'all feel about this topic. I know it's kind of sensitive, but I want people to go into 2020 and come in with love and that type of energy to folks, and stop assuming just because you are someone's family member that you can't be trashed. Like, they have to respect you. Aunties, uncles, y'all gotta do a better job of that, because that's something I've noticed a lot. You can't be doing that. You just can't. That goes for brothers and sisters. That goes for aunties, uncles, mamas, daddies, grandparents, all that. We got to do a better job. And I don't want to hear no mess with y'all telling me y'all stuck in your way, because you're going to be stuck by yourself. That's all I got. Let me know what you think. Bye.